to engage in this conversation led by Mary Moore. So I'm going to ask each one of you to tell me your definition of caring and sharing. Shortly, not at this moment.
Shortly.
I want you to think about it as I speak. I learned to care at an early age because I had parents and loved ones that exuded kindness and shared every bit of their knowledge, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their understanding. I am the youngest of 7, so I saw sharing and caring on a daily basis. Anyone in the neighborhood that had a need, my mother showed her love, showed kindness. For example, in the South, I always teased my parents about, oh, I've got to leave here because you either die or you're born. You have babies or we're going to a funeral. I don't want to do that all my life. And my mother would say, wherever you go, somebody's going to be born and somebody's going to die. So I don't know why you need to leave Alabama. And I said, well, son, she used to tell me this, so I just use the same words with her. You will understand by and by. Keep living. You'll get it later. So we teased one another about that as I got older and laughed about it and joked about it. But the truth of the matter is she was right. Not only do I continue to see babies born, not see them literally, but I'm a witness to the fact that somebody gave birth. But I also see people sharing their kindness and giving one another. Now I know in this life, in this world, people have a tendency to think people are not very caring and loving, but there are a lot of people that are. So I think as long as you have people, you're going to have diversity of different feelings and different attitudes toward one another. So at this point, I'd like for you to tell me, starting with my people, what's your definition? We'll start with caring.
So I think caring is where so that you would have to have like a connection with something or someone or some idea. If you don't have a connection, then you can't really care about them or it. And so I think you would have a connection, and then that connection would lead to having empathy or sympathy for that person or that situation.
I like your words about connection. I think, and we're going to go to sharing as well. I think you cannot share with someone if you don't have a connection. You don't have empathy for them. I think that you don't have to have a 5-year relationship, but you have to establish a rapport, so to speak, and talk to that person and get to know that person. Develop some type of feelings for that person. Even though when you share with them, you may not have any feelings for them and you may not even like that person, but because your heart goes out to them because they have a need, then you might be willing to share with them. I remember years ago I worked with an individual and she had marital problems and she had a shortage of money, so she would never eat a full lunch. She would always have oranges or a piece of fruit. And I come from a lot of people eating a lot of food at every meal. So I would say to her, aren't you hungry? She said, no, I have no orange. And I kept asking her and talking to her one-on-one, and she shared with me what I just told you. That she had marital problems and shortage of money, and she had to save what she had for her children to eat. So I said to her, I know most people will give you half their sandwich or that type of thing, or bring enough for 2, but we're gonna go out to lunch, and because I felt like she needed to be treated well. She wasn't being treated well at home, so I was gonna share that with her at work. And I take her out to lunch, and if she couldn't go to lunch and we were too busy, we go to dinner, and it made her feel better. It inspired her to feel like I can make it. Mark.
Uh-oh.
What's your definition of caring?
Ooh. I agree with my feeling a little bit that there has to be some connection there, and I guess the question is how to develop that connection. And as many of you know, I'm helping to take care of my 98-year-old grandmother on my wife's side, and I didn't know her. I mean, though my wife and I have been together for years, she was always someone we'd go visit, and then so there really wasn't a connection. I mean, I had feelings for her, but there wasn't a connection because I really didn't know her. But during this experience, I'm getting to know her, and it's interesting that, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I am. You know, I see my grandmother through her, so I have the connection with my grandmother, and that is the connection I use to connect with her. Because I would want someone to treat my grandmother well. She's not with us, but I would want someone to treat her well. So I have my grandmother who I kind of see with her, and then I can move toward her grandmother because the connection really wasn't there. So it is finding a way to make that connection true and genuine. So I don't know if that helps.
It makes sense. You made a connection because she's a good memory for you.
Right.
Let's go with Sharon. What do you think about Sharon?
Sharing. I think with sharing, and we'll talk a little bit about that on Table Topics, is just being honest with people. I think really people know when you're being honest, and that's how I look at it. Just be honest with me. Let me know how you feel, even if I may not like it. That's okay. Just let me know. And I am actually good with that. So just being honest with people is my thought.
You're bringing to the table what you have to offer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you're meeting them at their need. If they need something from you, you're willing to share that.
Bingo. Exactly.
June. Caring.
Yeah, caring. I have a different idea about caring. I don't think caring really need a connection. Because caring, if you can care a friend, a family member, you have a connection. You can care homeless people do not have a connection. You just show your sympathy, show you maybe you can meet his or her need, and give him some warm heart. That's caring. It's one way out. Do not need a connection to care somebody. If you show your heart, show your sympathy. So, but for sharing, you do need a connection. So sharing is two ways. Sharing is also important because we, especially in with couple, we share. If we do not share anything, the relation will go wrong. We share bad moments, good moments. We talk to each other, and we can support each other. Family members, parents and children, we do not share much now because we have some called generation. Think in different ways. He likes different, we like different. But if we can share each other, we can know each other better and can have a better relationship. And I think sharing need a connection. But the sharing based on what? Based on you care the other person. If you do not care him or care her, she does not want to share with you. So this kind of caring is a base for sharing. And sharing is a connection, understand each other, and to really sometimes be a good listener. Not be too selfish. You have to care about me. I don't want to care about you. I want to share all my stuff. Maybe some bad temper to you, but I do not want to give you some help. Care about you. That's not a good way because for sharing. For the relationship to be healthy from long-term point of view, people there has to be contribute and we receive in the balance. That's what I thought.
And see, I was thinking when we were talking about you feel differently about the definition of caring and sharing. I feel in order for you to share, you need to care. But I've also shared with people I didn't care anything about, people I didn't even know, because they had a need. Tracy, what do you think about caring?
I think we all connection, but I think that connection can be as simple as fellow human,
Mhm.
you know? So you can sympathize and have that connection that as a fellow human or as someone who could be in that situation, but for the grace of God, that sort of thing. We can care on a lower level and still, you know, do for someone, if we feel comfortable. I think as the level of caring goes up, we are more and more willing to do more and more, share more and more. If it's a child of yours, you know, and they're struggling with something, you're there. You know, that is priority number one, whereas you're passing somebody who's got their hand out, okay, it's cold, it's miserable, I can give you a little bit, you know, if I've got a little bit, I will share it. But, yeah, I think that just intensifies that capacity for sharing, the more you care. And if it's at a base level,